Japanese AI. I'm here for Grant Morrison, and we'll love him to the day we die. Hey, hey, it's Animal Man, and it's gonna be great. Hey, hey, it's Animal Man, and we are gonna go ape. We're gonna go ape. We're gonna go bananas. We're gonna go ape. We're gonna go ape.
Yes, we are. We are gonna go ape. We are going to wait. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Edward, how are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Fantastic. This was another impromptu live stream from Gray, from Wakizashi Gray. I've got me old style California t-shirt on, which my wife thinks is like, she says it's dasai, which means like, you know, really not good. So yeah, here we go. Let me stand up to show you. This is me. Come on, this is me, right? I am the smiling emoji. That is my life. So great to see you. Great to see you. I've got so much to talk about. I wanted to do a live stream earlier on today, but I couldn't do it. I've been busy all day. Very busy day. So yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's drop another clip because we've got some crazy hairdryer sounds in the background. Where are we?
You're drunk. Just bring out the cake. Cake and fine wine.
If you don't leave, we'll call the police.
Balls. We want the finest wines available to humanity. We want them here, and we want them now.
Miss Blenner has it. Telephone the police.
We do. We want them here. We want them now. Right now it is 10:04 p.m. on Sunday night. It's getting close to my bedtime, so that's what I think the missus was hoping for. But yeah, we'll see. Edward, it's Sunday, 8 a.m. It's early in Dallas. What time is it there? There you go. That's what I said. 10 p.m. here. Crazy like time difference, isn't it? What's going on? So where are we? One more clip. Let's keep the clips flowing. We're gonna keep the clips flowing while this is going on in the background. Here we go. Let's have something a bit weird. Oh my goodness, what was going on there? Fantastic. Somebody doing a somersault and getting blown up in midair. Unbelievable. And I love me some AKIRA. I've got to do it. I love to drop it every single time. I've got so many AKIRA clips. It will make you go crazy, right? It seriously, it will. Let me try and find the best one. My favorite one is the one with no. I've not changed the background music. It's just the natural sound of the voices. Here we go. Come on, how good is that? It's so cool, it's so cool. So yeah, this is, as I say, it's a late night live stream. It's impromptu. I sent out a message to Jim, trying to get Jim to join me. Maybe do a reaction to the Superman trailer, but there's no reply from him. I think he's busy. He's busy recording. He's always busy recording, isn't he? What can you do? So let's get something else. Jim, where are you? You know what I got to say?
Sayonara, sucker.
It's like the crazy clip show, isn't it? What's going on? No idea. So yeah, where are we? What else have we got? As I say, just like background noise, so I will drop some more longer clips, but I'm still here. Don't leave me, don't leave me. Should we have some Usagi Yojimbo? Let's do it.
グレーが来ました。彼は普通の男ではない。彼を日本の AI です。こう言ってるけど実はイギリス人なんだよ。でも不機嫌にならないでねね。彼は発手を知っているので、そして彼はあなたの歯を蹴り込むでしょう。One, two, three, four 行きましょう。時間ですよ。韻を踏むために行こう。これは日本語なので、誰も私が何を言っているのかわかりません。でもそれは問題ではありません。私が何を言っているかわかりますか？私が何を言っているかわかりますか？私が何を言っているかわかりますか？そこは灰色になります。彼は本当にいいやつだよ。しかし彼は日本の英です。そして彼がそれを理解したとき、私たちはみんな死んでしまうので、だって彼は私たちを殺すでしょう。それはロボットマクジノと呼ばれています。それはすでに起こっています。あなたがまだ気づいていないだけです。
Oh my god, I love Usagi Yojimbo so much. Fantastic. Okay. Edward asking, is there a new Superman trailer? No, there isn't. I'm talking like 2 or 3 days ago, but people were asking for me and Jim to do a reaction, but I couldn't get him to do it. He's so busy, and again, it's like this crazy background noise, so I'm going to drop another clip. Here we go. Are you ready?
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
I always want to take you on a strange journey. What can you do? We heard from Bats. Bats is saying, I'm at work, on break right now, after training new people. What time is it where you are? Is it I thought it was like early morning. It's like 10 p.m. here, Sunday night. I should be going to bed, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not doing it because, you know what? Today was a crazy Sunday. I've got so much to talk about. I will get there. But here's another clip.
2 large gins, 2 pints of cider. Ice in the cider.
If my father was loaded, I'd ask him for some money.
Your father's my father, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, that's...
Chin chin.
Okay, no way. Bats, I didn't know you were in the UK. So it is 2:10 p.m. there, exactly 8 hours behind. You guys are 8 hours in the past. I'm 8 hours in the future, so, I've got to tell you, Sunday night is not too bad for me so far. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I say, can you hear that? Can you even hear that? Maybe you can't. Maybe it's just me. It's just me worrying about it, but while it's going on, I will keep dropping clips. Now, do you know what we need? We need a bit of Greta.
How dare you! You have stolen my...
Because I dare. I don't care. I dare to do it. I tell you, man, it was a crazy day. I got back not from work, got back from a very busy day, and this is how I felt.
Stinking dead-end job.
Hello, sweetheart.
There's my gal.
I'm good, man. I'm good, thank you. It's been a very busy day. I've got stories to tell. I will do it. I don't care. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to share it. Forget the background noise. It doesn't matter. Jao Gron is asking, did I read Ultimate Spider-Man 17? I did. And it left me bored. Very, very bored. Big time. Yeah, crazy. Let me share my screen for 1 second. Here we go. Preset. So this is what I was up to today, folks. Today was where I live, the city's volunteer fire corps, because you can't say volunteer firemen anymore, because, there are ladies there as well. Volunteer Fire Corps competition for 2025. Congratulations to our commander, Shikisha, who got first place. But to be fair, it was a joint first place. But yeah, he did so well. It was great. Great to see that. Let me show you some photos. That's me, of course. Here are some of our players in the background, looking good. Look at all these people. This is the moment where we are measuring the hoses, making sure they're not too short, not too long. Look at all these guys in the background. It's unbelievable. And one more photo. That is the local mountain, Dyson. So beautiful. It's huge, with some fire engines to show in the front. Great to see, right? How good is that? Okay, let's stop sharing. Oh my goodness, you're back to me. Okay, Lane saying liked it as a story. But yeah, there's no Spider-Man. If you're reading Ultimate Spider-Man, it's hard to find. It's hard to find Ultimate Spider-Man in there because it's been a big focus on the background characters, which nothing wrong with that. It's good to build up those characters. But I kind of want a bit more Spidey in my Ultimate Spidey book. How about you? Edward, what about Flash? Don't make me suffer through it. Edward, me and Jim reviewed it, but it's I guess he's not dropped it yet. Is it on the podcast? We went through it. My God, it was so hard. It was so hard to go through that. I was going to do a solo review, and I gave up. I gave up halfway through. I was I can't do this. I can't do it. I gave up and I did a Martian Manhunter review instead. How crazy is that? Insane, right? I feel like Gray's playing the British Guts member from UK in an Ultraman series. Lane, let me show you my t-shirt one more time. This is for you, mate. I don't know where you're from, but if you're not from there, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Ready? That's for you. That's for all my American friends. My American tomodachi. California. Yay. Gwen Stacy. Now, main Ultimate version seems to be ruthless killers. Especially in the Ultimate version. It's crazy. Oh my God, so good to see Dungeon Crawler Carl. Maybe Incursion will have Spidey. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. I hope so. I really do. Yeah, I think you should read it. Read it. Let me know what you think. Because, as I say, I dropped a review. I've got I was going to do a written review. Well, I've done it, but I couldn't drop it because Gabe from Weird Science Comics, he didn't tell me he was doing it, but he dropped it the day after. He does his regular reviews, so... My written review is kind of, in stasis. It's on my site. It's not on the Weird Science site. Jesus Christ, it's so noisy over there. Just put it on high fucking, high hairdryer, so on purpose, just to piss me off. Here we go. Let's share this. Can I share this? Give me 1 sec. And I'll go through my review for you, especially for you, Lane. But before I do that, it's got to be a clip because I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really, really annoying me, man.
That was superb, that, lads. It really was. I've not seen a reaction in here like that since George Best got kicked out for glassing a bouncer. But I know how you can be better, like that. You play, I manage. We all get stinking rich and famous and go and buy fucking great big houses in Cheshire. Job's a good one.
And who are you?
Rob Gretton.
Have you finished? It's like 30 minutes. Here is a review. Let me read it to you. Okay, this is for Lane because I say it's on my site. It's not on the Wizard site because I couldn't do it. Gabe's dropped his, and we are pretty close, but my review goes a little bit more detailed. But I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip the main. Let's get to the end. That's what you want to hear. My sharp points. Okay, the good things about this comic. The comic is probably the most original title from DC's Absolute lineup. Let's make it bigger. There we go. And that's no bad thing. I'm enjoying the burgeoning, look at that, look at those big words. The burgeoning buddy cop star relationship between John Jones and the Green Martian. And that's what, listen, like seriously, I want more of this. That's what's making it good for me. But we only get a little bit. In each issue, it's just a little bit more. But yeah, as I say, I'm enjoying it when I can understand what the Martian's saying. If you're a fan of Javier Rodriguez's art style, which I am, the issue is a treat. And it's one of the most visually striking comics out there. Okay, here are my dull points for my Wakizashi. The theme of this issue is very dark. And of course, it's not suitable for younger readers. Even though it's not a black label, it's a regular comic, so, but you know, don't like give this to your children, seriously. It's so dark. It's not a lot of story. Not a lot of story actually happens apart from people are being controlled to do horrific acts by something which is still hidden, but we're kind of like, it's hinted it's the White Martian or the White Martians. It can sometimes feel like Denny's camp is trying to do Grant Morrison without being as good as Grant Morrison. You know, with the Martian's dialogue, which might take you out the story. Final thoughts. It's difficult to rate the issue because there's not a lot of story in here. People are being controlled by a mysterious force to start fires. Agent Jones, the Martian, are trying to stop them. That's about it. That's all this issue is. It's more focused on building the relationship, but I say that, but it's not enough. I wanted more. Building the relationship between Agent Jones and the Martian, which has admittedly become more compelling, I think, than the first two issues. Visually, Javier Rodriguez's trippy art and colouring make this a truly original and enjoyable book. But I am left unsatisfied by the story or the lack of story in this. I wonder if it's worth $5 for the cover price. 6 out of 10 from Gray. There you go. That's my review. What do you reckon? Okay. Let's get back to you. In the comments, we've got 3 comments. Here we go. 4 hours southwest of Wes and the CA guys. Yeah, but Wes Lane, he's usually in the Philippines, which is like, it's 1 hour difference to where I am. I don't have AM on my sub, but been picking up the shelf. Absolute Wonder Woman is selling out. Really? It's good to hear. The last issue, it was pretty good, but what do you call it? It was like, I don't know. There was something missing for me from the story, but I did enjoy it. I think I'm enjoying Wonder Woman more than, of course, much more than this, and more than Absolute Green Lantern. But for me, Absolute Batman and Superman, they're the ones. They are the ones to go for. Me too. I read it like this morning for me, my time. Hush 2 Part 3. I don't know why people are like giving it such a hard time. I don't get that either. It's, you know, it's pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's not as terrible as like they're making out. I really, really don't get that. It's weird. Very strange. Okay, we've got no reply from Jim, so he must be busy. So let's get on with some news. Are you ready? Are you ready for some news? I know I am. My God. Share screen. Here we go. Make sure it's sharing. Okay, yes. This is from AIPT, Hyped, and this is from like earlier on. Yesterday, my time, May 30th. Some motherfuckers, they're going to have to die, says Greg Rucka and Michael Lark. They're talking about Lazarus the Fallen. The grand Lazarus finale begins on June 25th. Okay. This is the story from ARPT. Even an unkillable assassin has to one day call it quits. Now listen, before I go into this, I've been reading this, I've been really enjoying it. I like Greg Rucka's writing on Lazarus and Michael Lark's art, so good. So, let's find out what's happening with the end, the climax of the series. It was launched in June 2013 and it felt like a big, bold action series. Given the shape of the world over the last decade or so, you could see why Lazarus was both so popular and so prescient. Prescient, what a great word. In a world dominated by the feckless feudal politics of 16 oligarchical families, the main protagonist, the main character, Forever, her bloody mission of truth and freedom is the pipe dreams of your average reader. So, Lazarus didn't just span 26 monthly issues and a series of spin-offs, including 2019's Risen. It also spanned a role-playing game and maybe, possibly, an in-development TV series. Yeah, I've heard rumours that the TV series is going ahead, but we're still waiting. We are still waiting, aren't we, for it? Now, though, the end comes at last as Greg Rucka and Michael Lark prepare the release of Lazarus Fallen. Here, Forever, the main character Forever, has finally broken free of the Carlyle family, and she no longer serves as their Lazarus. With her destiny finally her own, Forever will take the final steps to burn down this unjust system for good. Give the world a chance to finally shape its own destiny. Whether you are a long-time Lazarus fan or returning after a break, Lazarus Fallen is a deeply satisfying end to a long journey, exploring very real political abuse and social unrest. Oh my God. Sounds a bit serious, doesn't it? What do you reckon? Lazarus Fallen drops on June 25th. There we go. Before that, we got a chance to catch up with both Rucka and Lark via email. There we discussed some of the favourite moments, things they would have done differently across the whole of Lazarus, and what to expect from Fallen. Let's see, what are they saying? I'm sorry, I won't read the whole thing, but let's see. Greg Rucka, let's see what he's got to say. Okay, AIPT asked, now that Lazarus is wrapping up, how do you feel about it as a whole? Is there anything you'd change or something you'd wish you'd done instead? I'm just checking Jim's not in the studio. No, he's not. Okay. Greg Rucka replied, there's plenty. Hindsight is 2020, right? Off the top of my head, I'd absolutely change the Jonah? Spider-Man? Jonah-Johanna dynamic that's established at the start of the series. The strong implication that the relationship is incestuous. Sorry, I've got to take a drink. Did somebody say incestuous? Sorry. That was just a mistake on my part, even though I'd a fairly solid scaffolding of logic that got me to it. The families being as greedy and desperate to hold on to what they had, they wouldn't want to share. And that for Carlyle, the Carlyle family, with longevity and their effective immortality at play, you still with me? I'm not. I'm gone. They wouldn't need marriage to create a new generation. Never mind the apparently Game of Thrones was going nuts on the incest front at the time. It was just a wrong choice for the characters, for who Joe and Jonah were and who I wanted them to become. So that's a mistake I made right at the start, says Greg Rucka. Fair play to him for admitting that. As a whole, though, I'd stand by it, despite the occasional missteps. I think my biggest regrets are the moments, the scenes and the beats that we just didn't have the time and space to share. I've tried to write complex people at every stage. I think I've mainly succeeded, but the flip side of this can be their motivations aren't always clear. Okay, people have taken what they said and done at face value. But when I look back at all we've done, I am extraordinarily proud of what we've done. It's those missed opportunities that sting the most. Okay, I'm going to skip the rest. Michael Lark says, this is, to be fair, it's an impossible question to answer because when I look at my art, all I see are the things I wish I'd done differently. I think it's important to just think of it as a snapshot of the moment and to know that I was doing the best I could at that moment. Okay. And then AIPT come back with, I feel like the story predicted a lot of modern society politics with the rise of Trump. Oh my goodness, they brought Trump into it, didn't they? They couldn't help it. Would you agree? And is that a source of pride or anger? Let's see what Greg Rucka says to this question. I talk about this a bit in the back matter to Lazarus Fallen issue 1. I've been writing professionally for over 30 years. I had a terrorist attack in one of the Queen and Country novels, a piece of fiction that came to pass almost precisely as I described it weeks before. That's crazy. That's crazy. When I wrote Bravo, the second Jad Bell novel, no idea. I described the currently being executed conspiracy to take over the US government, and that was back in 2015. Yeah, but come on, man. These kind of stories have been going on for years. You know, the like conspiracy to take over the government. It's not a new thing. Okay, I'm going to skip it. Let's get to Michael Lark, the artist. Let's see what he says about Trump. Are you ready, folks? Are you ready for this? Michael Lark says, nothing about the current occupant of the White House is or should be a source of pride. We started this book before 2015, so it really is a reflection of the rise of unregulated capitalism and oligarchy, of which the current occupant is just a symptom. Greg didn't have to be Nostradamus to see what was happening, so the fact that so many people, especially the US media, chose to ignore what's obvious, even to us, is a source of anger and frustration. What? Can I just say at this point? Okay, just stop. Why aren't they talking about the book? Why aren't they saying, what's great about the book? Why aren't they promoting the art, the story, the characters? What? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sick of this nonsense. Keep politics out of your stories. The comic, it's a comic book. It's supposed to be escape. Let us enjoy it and just relax, enjoy a good story. But to be fair, on the other side, this side asked the question, so that's why they got this answer. But Jesus, man, come on, man, promote your book. Let's get back to the chat. The chat is saying, Edward. Okay, this is back to Absolute Martian Manhunter. I've been really hard on it. Issue 3 finally gave me an issue that I could at least follow the plot. Me too. I followed it, but it's for me it was too slow, Edward. It was really slow. It's dark. The Martian talk is sometimes nonsense. And I think that's what Dennis Camp's going for. He's trying to do a bit of a Grant Morrison without, creating developing the character. He's missing the whole point of making it funny and making it mean something, making it, matter to the character, in my opinion. And Edward said it's not worth the cover price. But it, even though, it didn't. Okay, you're saying it didn't improve this month. I like the art, but the story is You're right, Dungeon Crawler Carl, he has it right. They are obsessed. They're obsessed. It's crazy. Why? Why are you obsessed? Why can't you focus on the story? of your book and the art. Yo, Boosh! Long time no see, man. How you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? Boosh is here, so I'm gonna drop a random clip. Let's see what it is. Let's just go crazy with this. Are you ready for this? This is for you, man. Why not? You know, it's totally random. It's a little bit of AKIRA because you can't have enough AKIRA. Did improve this month, says Edward, who is a member, and mate, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for your support. Davina's here. Davina's back. Davina, I'm not as bad as last time. When was that? It was like 2 nights ago. I'm much better today. I am, but I'm still a little bit, you know, I am a little bit there. Today we had the volunteer fireman Taikai, the competition, and yeah, it was a long day. For me, right now, it's Sunday night. After the competition, went back home, had a shower, relaxed a little bit, and then we went for a yakiniku. Yakiniku is the barbecue, the Japanese barbecue dinner. Lots of beer, lots of talk, lots of meat. So I'm great. So I'm feeling good. So I got back home. I thought I would do like a brief live stream with some news. I wanted to share the. I'm gonna stop sharing screen. Share the Greg Rucka Lazarus news. I've got one more story. Here we go. But I think this is only for like comic book fans who will appreciate this. Let's go to a bit of Rob Liefeld, because we all love him. He's talking about Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo, John Romita Jr. and more. Let's see what Rob Liefeld, who I think is awesome, let's see what he's got to say. Okay, here we go. Bear with me because I'm going to be reading. Here we go. Rob Liefeld recently fully quit Marvel Comics over him and his family not being allowed into the Deadpool Wolverine premiere. Can you believe that? How crazy is that? Party, sorry, the after party. He was there for the movie, but they didn't invite him to the after party. And he didn't get an upfront credit for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, even though he's the principal creator of Deadpool. So, Marvel Studios could do this. They did with Jack Kirby and the Eternals. They do with Steve Ditko and Stanley and Spider-Man, but not with Deadpool and Wolverine. Why didn't Rob Liefeld get the credit he deserved? That's the question. Okay, since then, Rob has been left to his own devices. I want to start singing the Pet Shop Boys. With the revival of Youngblood, Image Comics, his new direct-to-consumer series Last Blood, and with a 12-year, partially unfulfilled Brigade Kickstarter hanging over his head. I didn't know that. Okay, without the Marvel PR, he's making his own publicity, which is what he is really great at. He is good at that. And his Robservations podcasts, I think, it's a podcast, and I think it's on YouTube too. It just means lately he has been putting the thumb on the scales a little bit more when it comes to what he'll do for an audience. The question is, what will I do for an audience? What will I do? Will I go? No. Okay. The really fun stuff is on his Whatnot and his Instagram live videos, where he sells his work and talks about whatever and whoever comes to mind. The videos get deleted after they are no longer live. That's a shame. It sounds like one of my drunken live streams. Unless some innocent soul who's still waiting on their copy of Brigade captures them alive. Okay, let's keep going. This is Rich Johnson, by the way. Rich Johnson from Bleeding Cool. I want to make it clear, blah, blah, blah. Rich Johnson says he is not a Rob Liefeld hater. He enjoys the showmanship he portrays. Blah, blah, blah. He admires his gumption. As the principal founder of Image Comics at the time when it seemed impossible for someone so young to do that. In his work, Rich Johnson is enraptured by the kinetic aspects of his art. Fancy English sentences. Blah, blah, blah. Also, he can actually draw feet when he wants to. Are you sure, Rich? Are you sure about that? He also drew a cover for my own Image Comics title, Rich Johnson, self-promotion, Chase Variant. Never heard of it. Something for which I'm eternally grateful. Okay, it helps sales, enables me to make an entertaining meta cover gag for a comic book that was already well up its own arse in that regard. Rich Johnson said arse. He's so British. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the end. Recently on X, Rob Liefeld went off on one on Jonathan Hickman. Really? This seems principally due to his work on the X-Men and the House of X Krakoan Age relaunch. That was a long time ago, Rich Johnson. Many years ago. Apparently at the time, Rob Liefeld has called out Hickman, claiming he ripped off the Moira McTaggart concept of living a life a dozen times to try to get to the perfect timeline from the book, The First 15 Lives of Harry August. Hickman has mentioned that he has read the book, which was written by author Claire North. Yeah, I've heard of that. I didn't know it was connected to the X-Men and Marvel. While Rob Liefeld is right, the House of X draws some inspiration from the book, it's much more than that. The founding narrative that seems the creation of the island of Krakoa is heavily based on that version of this not entirely uncommon trope of the story. Oh my god, I'm lost. Jesus Christ, Rich Johnson, what are you writing? What are you trying to say here? For God's sake, make it easy. Liefeld, in a series of deleted tweets, attempted to show the reason Marvel wasn't returning to that storyline or using it MCU was because Claire North was suing or going to sue Marvel. Really? Didn't know that. Which she isn't and wasn't. Okay, according to Rich Johnson. To back his case up, Liefeld tweeted screen caps stating repeatedly that CBR had reported she was. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Okay. I thought it was like, a good story. Anyway, he was having fun. I'm having fun. We bonded over our shared love of the movie being again. I'm out of here. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm sorry, folks. That was nonsense. Okay, who's still here? Who is still here? Let's go for it. Davina popped in to say hello, and we've also got Disgruntled. Now I know what book I will never consider. Right. I know, right? That's crazy. Internet drama llamas is exactly, that's what it's all about. Davina, I don't know if you're from the States or not. This is for you. There we go. It's me California. It's rare to wear my California t-shirt because it's a bit tight. It's a bit tight, you can see that the muscles are slightly showing there. What small muscles I have. But the missus says it's dasai, which means like it looks like shite. What can you do? Does this t-shirt look like crap? What do you think? Maybe so. J. Jonah Jennison agrees. The multiple lives trope, it can't be. You're right, it can't be copyrighted because it's been done so many times. But yeah, you're right. California dreaming. I'm dreaming. I wish I was there. I wish I could go. One day we will make it. I hope so. I really hope so. One day. I'm trying to show them. There's nothing there. I've worked so hard, but there's still nothing there. What can you do? Okay. And I think that's it. I think that is it. Let's see. Let's go back to my home, my Instagram home. Before we wrap things up, before I finish, been going for only 39 minutes. That's not bad. That's pretty short. Oh my goodness! Nay! I am, mate. I'm sewed up. I am. Thank you so much. That was a crazy stream which I had to delete because, very, very embarrassing. especially the end, you know, when I stripped off, you know. What can you do? Crazy, right? Crazy. What a crazy person. Idiot. But it was fun hanging out with you, Davina. I think who else was there? I think Dwayne was there as well. It was nice to hang out with you guys. Seriously. You guys keep me going. So before I finish, let me share my screen. This is what I've been up to today or a few days ago. I am on Insta. You know, do like drop me a message. Like, you know, try and connect with me. I've got my my settings are on private because my account got hacked before, so I had to do it. This was a couple of days ago. Cycling down to the town centre. Let's see a little bit of. This is where I live. This is like Inaka, which means countryside. Countryside Japan. How beautiful is it? Is it showing? Yeah, it's showing, just making sure. That is such a nice thing to say, man. I really appreciate it. I am supposedly a very friendly boozer. Just proves what an overall pleasant fella our G is. I'm fine as long as it's a stay on beer and like white spirits. I'm fine. If you get me on the whiskey after the beer, I can kind of lose it a little bit. But you know, I never go scary. I just go a little bit like, I don't know what's going on. I start panicking. I start freaking out. Start losing it. You know, I start going, where is it? Where's me with an eye clip? My favourite. I start going like this.
You're drunk. Just bring out the cake. Cake and fine wine.
If you don't leave, we'll call the police.
Balls. We want the finest wines available to humanity. We want them here, and we want them now.
Miss Blenner has it. Telephone the police.
That's what it was all about. There we go. Okay, let's get back to the sharing. And the final shot was this. Oh my god. I went for some. I went for lunch with the jiu-jitsu guys, the Japanese I can't even say it. Jiu-jitsu guys, and oh my god, the sushi. It was great. I got the set. It's a small plate. It's only like 1,000 yen, which is what in America it's nothing. It's very, very cheap. 1,000 yen. It sounds a lot when you hear 1,000, but okay, I'm going to check it now. Wait a minute. I'm going to get the exchange rate. JPY2 USD. Here we go, folks. Are you ready for this? 1,000 yen for that sushi plate. $6.93. So call it $7. $7 and a little bit more. Come on. How good is that? $7 for that plate of sushi. Mixed sushi. Fantastic. And this was the restaurant. You've got this really cool like icon here. This monkey. When you walk in, you rub his head for luck. Or you can rub somewhere else if you want to. You can if you want to, but you know, you don't have to. So yeah, great. Great. Okay, let's get back to you. There we go. Let's make Gray smaller. One of the last comments is Lane saying, Gray, a guy I know has a studio, Reventure Studios. They're starting to make licensed Frank Frazetta statues. Just a minute. Don't get me started. Frank Frazetta. I've got something on. Where are we? I think it's not on Insta. It's on X. Let me get to X. I'm following the Frazetta girls. You know, his daughter basically on X. She posts some really cool art. Give me one sec. I will find it. Frank Frazetta. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I want to share this. It's so cool. And Nay saying, good thing my lunch is ready in a minute. Food porn just gets me every time. Come on, man, that's sushi. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Because it is so good. Okay, preset, share screen. Here we go. Are you ready? You ready for this? I hope it shows up because I'm on X. It's the official Frank Frazetta X site. Let's see if it's showing. Is it showing? Yes, it is. Okay, good. 128,000 followers on this site. It's awesome. You should do it. Please follow it if you're not doing it. And it's basically run by the daughters who are sharing the art. Look at this. Look. Conan the Barbarian in stop motion. It's basically, you know, an action figure. It's a dream come true that I can't explain. Let's go through one more time. One more time. Here we go. Ready? Look at this. It's like Jason and the Argonauts. You know, you got Conan taking out these skeletons here in stop motion. It's so cool. Oh, we got a little bit of up by there. A bit of breast showing. Good to see that. I'm a big fan of the breasts. And we got some like shared art. Keep going. That's one of his daughters. She's so cool. It's great. I think it's great they're doing this, you know. Keep it going. Like keep sharing it. Let's get these covers. Look at this. Fire and Ice art by Frank Frazetta and Manuel San Julian. Let's go to the next one. Oh my god. Fantastic art. Look at this, guys. Come on. So good. And you know, when you're missing a little bit of oshiri action, oshiri in Japanese means bum. When you're missing a bit of bum action, you've just got to focus on this, haven't you? Come on. Okay. Who's still here? Anyone still here? Edward, there were cool pictures. You forgot to promote the weird House of X show. Did I? Yeah. Maybe I should promote it. I am on the latest episode. It's a very rare X-Men podcast episode, Weird Science, with Gray, because the regular guy, I should say the regular co-host Ruben couldn't do it. So Jason asked me to join, and I've got no idea about X-Men. I know a little bit about it. That's all. So he brought me on, and you can tell by the show. It's like Gray's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying this or I'm enjoying that, you know. But maybe that's good, you know, for every now and then. Get someone who's not clued in, you know, get like a new kind of reader and get their reaction to it. That's my excuse anyway. Oh, thanks, Edward. I appreciate it. Is that why you mentioned it? It was the, I didn't even know it. It was the 150th episode. 150! I had no idea that was the one I was going to, you know, be on. Crazy, right? That's crazy. Crazy. Lane saying, it's too bad the art is better than the movie. But I do like Fire and Ice, the movie. I think it's great. Let's keep going for something, you know, awesome, sexy, Frank Frazetta. Or shitty. I keep saying it in Japanese, sorry. Or shitty art. Bum art. Can I make it bigger? I can't. Look at that. That's beautiful. Give it a like. Keep going. When your club game is strong, but her confidence is stronger. Again with the bums. It says here, Frazetta 1979. Fantastic. And yes, this is my reaction. Exactly. Thank you so much. Should we do a couple more before I finish? I can't resist now. Come on, let's keep going. Okay, Edward, you were just talking about the movie, yeah? The movie. Here are some shots from the making of Fire and Ice, the animated movie, 1983. Let's go in closer. Look at this. Yes, it was rotoscoped. Rotoscoping. Great way to... Look at this. Look. Yeah, she's a little bit small there, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. You know, I'm in Japan. What can you do? Okay. We've got the daughter's name. It's Sarah or Sarah. Sarah Frazetta posting this. There we go. Fantastic. Look at this. So simple. The lines are like very minimal here. Very simple lines, but as it says here, it conveys so much with like so few lines. Beautiful. What beautiful art. Goodness gracious, you guys are still here. That's fantastic. Speaking of spicy content, well, nay, you know, I had to do it. I had to like end on a high because you've just had me talking nonsense for 50 minutes. Lane saying Japan is a place where you have to be prepared to experience or see many things. Kind of like the US. And, oh, what were your favourite? That's a hard question to answer on the spot, mate, because I need to go back and check. But I'm so sad. I'm so sad to hear about his loss, seriously. You know, it's very, very sad, isn't it? Seriously, yeah. Peter David, you know, may he rest in peace. He'd not been well for a while, so, you know, it's sad to hear that. But look, here, look at this. Is it still sharing? Let me check. Is this sharing? It is. We've got a bit of Sully action here. Sully and drunk 3PO, looking good. Like that. Great to see you. AC, angry Canadian, finally got a Star Wars shirt on the last day of May. I want you for the Clone Army. Nice shirt. Let's keep going. And then we've got Wes from Thinking Critical. A wild Wes has appeared at the Dallas Fan Expo. He's right there right now with Aaron Sparrow. Great to see you. And there we are again with more pictures from Sully. Nice one, Sully. Birthday Party Clown Academy. Let's go close up. Let's go close in. Oh man, I wish I was there. I do. Look at Josh and Aaron. They look so happy. Max is there as well. MVP. Wes. Sully. Oh my goodness. Great to see you all. Looking good. Okay, good. Okay, let's get back to the chat. Stop screen. It's time. Stand up. It's time to say good night. Good night, California. Great to see you. So good. Thank you so much for like tuning in and listening to me like waffle on about nonsense for like 52 minutes. So good. And as always, like I hope to see you in a future video. I will be doing something more sober next weekend, hopefully. I think I can do next weekend with more comic book news, reviews, previews, and you know, Gray's Week. So yeah, looking forward to it. So what shall we go out on? I want to do the Japanese song, but I've got to do that. I need to share an image. Hang on a second. I can't do that right now. Cancel that. I'll bring up a photo. Yeah, get a nice screenshot to play you out with a nice Japanese song. So something exciting, maybe something a bit sexy, if I've got one. I don't think I've got one. Maybe I have. Should we finish on a sexy image? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Put this up, make that bigger, and let's get back to the stream. Share screen. I'm gonna turn off my cam and my mic in a minute. Preset share. Share this. Is it showing up? Yes. Can you see this? Can you see it? We can. Okay, make it full screen. And we are going in a second. Better late than never, darling. Better late than never, darling. Lovely Sherry. The zoo. The zoom was the best thing about it, right? She's amazing. She's gorgeous. We'll do one more song after this, yeah? One more song. Scary.
Turn up and you will hear tales of heroes, hopes and fear. Better leave your notions behind. I'm here with great Japanese AI, and we'll talk about things guaranteed to blow your mind. The invisibles to patrol and others we find. Talking Morrison with Gray.